Okay, this session of learning how to use Google Apps for Education is going to focus on our settings. So up here in the right-hand corner, you'll notice a little sprocket or cog or gear. Uh, what you can do from here is you can select this, and this is your settings for your email. The first thing you'll see is display density. So you can create cozy. You can have it more compact, and this will just kind of change the aesthetic of how your email is displayed. You can kind of do this however you want. There's really no preferred method. It's however you want to look and however your eyes react to screens. So that is an option. One thing you can do is you can configure inbox. So this is an automatic filtering tool that I'll eventually talk a little bit about later. But what it does is it kind of partitions your email, and when emails come in, it'll show you what emails go where based on the type of email they are. So for example, all of your emails that come from a distribution list that we use internally, so for all employees or all upper school faculty would go into forums. You might get calendar updates that would filter into updates. If you use any educational programs or services that would send you emails, it may come in here. If you use social media within your class or for school, it would be here. And then you have your just primary email, which is just basically person-to-person emails. So when these are all selected, I'll show you exactly what it looks like. When you hit save, you'll notice that you get any minute now. You get tabs here at the top. So based on those criteria that are set up, internally by Google, you can quickly filter mail by different tab, which is kind of a nice way to kind of weed out some of the other stuff and just have your primary Gmail for things that you get from other people, students, etc., as opposed to having it all in one pane. You can quickly reconfigure that if you don't like it, and simply go back and just undo all of those and just have it as your primary, and then those tabs will go away and it'll just return to how it was. Also within here, you can access themes, which is a very just kind of fun way to maybe add some color and some images to your Gmail background. So for example, if I wanted to, let's just pick one up here. This looks lovely. You could do that, and you'll notice that your screen changes when you select save. You have this kind of cool background. You can go back and change those themes as much as you'd like, however you want to add that. So it's just a nice little feature in settings. In the actual settings tab, you are taken to a new screen. And in here, there's a lot of things you can do. One of the things I'm going to talk about is setting up a signature, which a lot of folks like to have. So the signature, you simply can just start typing your name. Oops. And you can have you have no signature. You can have this part selected. You can obviously change the fonts of these different pieces. Down here, you can add links. So if you have a link to a website or My Hilltop, you can have this signature inserted before quoted text and replies above the line that precedes it. So if you want to have your signature always kind of come to the top of an email thread, you can do that as well. One thing about Google Apps for Education you want to make sure you always do is that when you change something within this panel, it just doesn't automatically kick in. So I have my signature here that I've created, and then what I can do is scroll down, and you want to make sure you hit Save Changes. So once I hit Save Changes, it takes me back to my inbox. I can go up here to Add Compose, and you'll notice that when I'm sending a message, my signature automatically populates right there. So that's one of the great features within settings and some of the other pieces that are offered in settings.